Time for the starting lineups, brought to you by Vitacost.
Only one change in the forward pack this week for Chicago, with Patty Ryan stepping in at tight head prop. That makes it an all-USA Eagle front row as he joins Pifoletti and Fawcett up front in the engine room. Two changes in the Chicago back line, and both come in the back three as the ever-electric tackle breaker Dominguez steps into left wing, and Hand joins the group at fullback. Chicago's first-year head coach Chris Latham is a legend of the game, earning 78 caps for his home country of Australia. He will lean on the likes of USA Eagles pair Luke White and Michael Baska to see them pass the finish line. The defending champion New England Free Jacks are fresh off that bye week from round 2, so only one change in the forwards, but it's a big one. They welcome back 2023's MLR Forward of the Year, Vion Conradi, into their lineup for the first time this season. Two changes in the back line as another big name in the league makes his first appearance this season. Jason Patras pulls back on the 10 jersey. He's joined by another making his Free Jacks debut this season as Coughlin steps into fullback. The Free Jacks welcome back 2021's head coach Ryan Martin. He has 5 capped Rugby Canada and Free Jacks veterans on his bench, with DeWitt, Keith, Keys, Bailey, and Webster ready to go in this clash in Chicago.
New England on your left in the red, white, and blue. Chicago in the green and white. It's the Free Jacks versus the Hounds, the rematch of the Eastern Conference Final from a year ago, and we are underway. Blasted into space by the Free Jacks. Big run by Michael Hand, the fullback from Ireland, making his debut. USA U20s guy. Mid-short. Digging it out. Pifoletti spills it forward on the knock-on for 8 this season. And punches it through. 3-0 Chicago as we throw it down.
And you'll get to see him do what he does best right now. Carl say not going for points, going for what will be a maul here, and they're breaking off instead.
Lots of space. The reach just a touch short for Chicago. And then taken away by New England. But knocked on by Chicago. What a... Don't have to tell me who the GOAT is. Come on now. That ball pushed forward a bit, but Chicago does a nice job. Ball at the back of the maul, or the scrum, excuse me. Penalty try going to be given to Chicago. Domination. Quick ball and now some space. Here's Michael Hand. Hand offloads, but intercepted by New England. Isaac Olsen tracked back.
Wednesday, Thursday during the week, they're the ones that really help you prepare for that type of game.
First time inside the 22 for New England. That one knocked on, though, by LaRue Milan after the... Von Dadelson on the last carry. But back to Poland. Patros now in space. Balikana on the side, seemingly by himself. Chicago retreats. Reaches out. He's a couple meters short still. How about Chicago's stand right here? Poland to Quattrin. Advantage New England. Not rolling away against Chicago.
From this 5-meter line out.
Quattrin to Gomez Vara. Lines got crossed, and Chicago holds. Points on the board for the back-to-back MLR champs. Ryan, Carlsay, offloaded to Pifoletti. Now there's space. The inside center, Ali Devoto. Chicago in business now. In the scramble, the chaos. Offloaded to Michael Hand, who dots it down for the try on his debut.
About ball retention as far as Chicago goes. They started on the 22. They got pushed back all the way almost to their own 10. And then you get this breakout run by Devoto straight up the guts and straight through the heart of that New England side. They were patient. They were consistent. They chipped away at it. And then how about that pass from Dylan?
Here come the Free Jacks. Patros. Chicago trying to hold them up, and they do.
Punch it downfield, so another defensive stand from Chicago. That makes New England 0 for 3 so far, the defending champs 0 for 3 in this area of the game.
Yardage. Piffoletti. Devoto takes it out of the hand of Bain. Devoto chips forward, gobbled up by Olsen. Inside the 5, reaching for Sam Caird. You're seeing Connor Keys in there as well off the bench, number 19. Poland looking for options, going to his left, lots of space. And was it dotted down or was it knocked out? We're gonna look at it.
And because he had lots of green grass in front of him, had to keep it in his left arm. Why did you put it back in your right arm? He has to keep it tucked in his left, maybe get a right arm fend out.
If you're Chicago, you're fine with it because of the knock-on. Paddy Ryan now to Noah Brown, who had the tackle to prevent the try in that first half. Chicago now inside the 22, penalty against New England.
Alakana's back there. He's a usual face in that backfield, but not having Reese McDonald, it's a big difference in how electric this Free Jacks offense is.
And that one chucked out of bounds. Free Jack. Short with the box kick. Knocked on by New England.
Something that came up in conversation with Coach Ryan Martin is a difference between Poland and Lennon. He mentioned Poland is more consistent, more steady, a bit more veteran leadership, but Oscar Lennon's got that X factor to him. He can make things happen and provide a spark. And here they go. Speaking of making things happen, New England marching into
Still
Chicago.
Scoreless. 54th minute. Sam Caird. Lennon to Patros. Trying to make a play. Off to the side. And then dotted down. Joe Johnston gets New England on the board.
Yeah, sorry.
Yep, the ball carrier's touch in goal.
Okay, so restart is drop goal.
Yes.
So no try. He was in touch, involved in touch. So it's gonna be drop off.
In the
correct?
try
Correct.
zone, he
That
touched
is the correct decision.
the touch line. He's out before he dots it down. That's a heck of a catch by Mike Kelly. My goodness.
I think once that kickoff goes, you're probably playing
You're
on.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're playing on.
And we are on. And Michael Hand has now gone out of the game with an injury. And Chicago next season. Chicago up 15-0 here. That one batted down by New England. Now they're in business. Here come the Free Jacks. Brock Webster, the capped Canadian, off the bench. Short. Carl Say reversing flow. Sprinting inside the 22. Cutting back, continuing. Near the try line, nearly got it in. Held up by New England, however. Advantage on a knock-on for Chicago. Zabirek.
Check down, Mikey. Check number 10 down.
TMO will check something. Knocked on by Chicago. New England with it again.
Red number 11 has come in with an arm out and moving forward.
Yes.
He's made direct head contact with the ball carrier.
Correct.
I see foul play. I see a high degree of danger. However, the ball carrier is falling. I see.
The tackle full down, so it's going to be a yellow card. Oh, penalty. Simple. No.
If he's falling.
One a great defensive play, and then Noah Brown was there. Joe Johnson's hand went into touch.
Yeah, no.
Otherwise, this is a tight game. Right now, it's a 3-score game. Chicago trying to put the icing on the cake. But who eats a cake without icing? Short.
Short.
Real close for the Hounds now. Nearly intercepted, knocked on, then blasted out by a frustrated Brock Webster.
The ball is delivered. This is yellow card.
15 on 13 for 7 minutes for Chicago.
Yes, you can consider a penalty try.
Okay, no defender to cover, it's a penalty try.
Automatic 7 for Chicago, and that's 2 after this one.
Yes, the ball.
Barring an absolute miracle from the Free Jacks. numbers to the left. Devoto into the try zone for the score.
I got the ball, man.
And the Hounds pitch a shutout. Patros, numbers to the right now. Patros wide right. The dot down, but Chicago, it looks like, defended well. And Harris this time, Noah Flesh defensively. Every Soleil. Patros, flat ball middle of the park. Free Jack still knocking on the door. Boyle, Patros reaches and scores. New England's on the board.
The Free Jacks was just starting to fall apart at times throughout the game, so they have really tested this New England side, and Chicago's just been so well rounded in everything they've done today.
Devoto, Zabiric now. Chicago's going to have 2 good wins this year. As look who dots it down. Good defense. He adds on a try. Noah Brown for the score to get in the 30s. Luke White trying to ice this thing as we cross 80 minutes. And that will be kicked into touch, and that'll do it. Chicago, pure domination, 36-7 in a rematch of the Eastern Conference Final. The Hounds bark at the rest of the league with this performance today.